1, 2, 3, ikimashou everyone. How's it going, Musa Squad? We have a Musa member submission today by Geometrical, and it's actually also his birthday, so happy birthday, Geo. We're gonna go ahead and check out this team that you submitted to us here. It is a politoed, chesnaught, and Articuno, and it seems like the movesets are pretty standard. I would say the only interesting part would be the chesnaught with Vine Whip instead of counter, although it seems like a lot of people have been playing Vine Whip chesnaught. The energy gain is pretty nice. Anyway guys, before we hop into these battles, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. It really helps me out, and let's get it. So Geo's first opponent is Sack1344, and let's go ahead and see what team they're bringing in. So this is versus a Sceptile, so this is obviously very bad for the politoed, and he makes an immediate switch into the Articuno, and they bring in a Muck. So here he does have to be careful with Thunder Punch from Muck, right? But the attack drop is going to be very nice. Now he is going to shield the first one, and it is not a Thunder Punch. Okay, so it's Dark Pulse, so this makes me think that probably the Muck doesn't have Thunder Punch at all. And we get another Icy Wind through the opponent shields here, which is looking very, very nice for Geometrical here. Now he does shield the second one, and things are looking very good. I think he can farm up a little bit extra. Yeah, so he does get one extra little hit in before he goes for the Icy Wind. And he actually gets both shields from the opponent. So they must be really worried about this Articuno and what it can do to their backline. Now Sludge Wave goes through, but it doesn't take them out because they've been debuffed so much. And let's see what they bring in. Are they going to bring in... Okay, they end up bringing a Swampert in instead of their Sceptile. Now Hurricane's going to hit very hard, and they might be able to get to an Icy Wind. Yeah, they just barely get to it, but the CMP tie, they lose it to the Swampert there. That's unfortunate. Whoa, okay, the opponent goes for an Earthquake there. That's very interesting. They could have definitely taken it out with the Hydro Cannon, and they bring in that Sceptile back in versus the Chesnaught. Now, Chesnaught's doing pretty good. I don't think the opponent should have used Earthquake there, and we got two superpowers lined up here, so this is going to do some devastating damage here. Let's see. I wonder if this takes him out. Even if it doesn't take it out, I think he can just finish with Vine Whip. But he actually decides to go straight for a second superpower, decides not to charge at all. It's going to take it out no matter what though. And they make the switch into the Politoed, and this is definitely a good game. This Weather Ball should finish them off with the neutral damage there. Yep. Alright, that's a good game. First game by Geo. Very nice. Now let's see what they got versus the next opponent. It's Apple King Day. Alright. So Apple King Day has Empoleon. Alright, so this is very good for Politoed, of course. And Geo goes straight for the Weather Ball. This will do pretty okay damage, you know. Weather Ball charges up very fast, so it's not bad. And the opponent goes for a Hydro Cannon of their own. And yeah, things are just smooth sailing at the moment for Politoed. He definitely wins this matchup pretty well. Now, of course, this is the matchup of not very effective charge moves, but hey, you know, it works out very well for them. Finally gets a shield, which is very surprising there, which makes me think that maybe they have something weak to Politoed in the back, and they're trying to just whittle them down. Now, you love to see it. They switch into the Giratina Altered, and I'm pretty sure that's why Geo made this team with Articuno in the back to really wail down on these Giratinas. So Icy Winds are going to be super effective. And let's see, yeah, that does like, what was that, like 30% roughly, 35%, which is pretty nice from an Icy Wind, considering it's not a very hard hitting move. And these Shadow Sneaks aren't going to be doing anything because he's going to be super debuffed. Smart move by Geo not to send any energy out there, just farm it down, get as much energy as you can on this Articuno. Takes them down super easily, and they go ahead and bring in a Metagross. So I actually like this move by Geo to go Icy Wind so that they can reduce the attack. Although Politoed is going to have an easy time versus this as well. So things are looking very, very good for Geo again here. The opponent will be doing super effective with those bullet punches, so that takes them out. And Geo brings in the Politoed and goes straight for that Weather Ball. It does force their opponent's final shield, and now we got to see what this Metagross is going to be using. It is a Psychic, so this is a little bit worrisome for Geo because obviously the fighting typing is going to take a lot of damage from this Psychic here. that does, yeah, about 50% HP, so that's pretty devastating. But Geo does get a superpower and a half, and goes ahead and throws that energy there. That should take them out because it is neutral damage. And now he's just got to get to that last superpower. That was very close. The opponent almost got to the Hydro Cannon there, but Geo does manage to pull it off, and that is a good game right there, guys. Now let's go ahead and hop into this next one. It is versus Gilbert Monroy. All right, so let's see what Gilbert is bringing to the table here. So far, Geo has been doing great with this Politoed lead, and it is a Lapras, so this is not terrible. And they actually make an immediate switch into Sceptile, which is a huge mistake. They probably should have stayed in for a little bit, forced some energy expenditure and stuff like that, but whatever. This is great for Geo, of course. These Leaf Blades are going to do absolutely no damage to Geo's Articuno, which is awesome. And Icy Wind takes him out right off the bat. And they go ahead and show their last Pokemon, which is a Moltres. I also don't agree with this situation by the opponent, but hey, you know, I guess they're playing it a little bit different than I would have. Now, Geo does get the attack drop and actually manages to get to his second Icy Wind. So this would take out the Moltres if they don't shield. And they do shield. And again, I probably would have let my Moltres go down. There's not much more I can do with it. And Geo's going to let this Sky Attack go through. I believe it's a Sky... Yeah, okay. So it's definitely a Sky Attack. They're going for a second Sky Attack. Okay. Geo shields this one. I would not have shielded just because it's reduced damage. But hey, whatever. You know, things work out pretty well. Shield advantages are none, but Geo can get to 2 superpowers. This will definitely KO the Lapras. So he's gonna farm up a little bit extra actually there, and he goes for the first superpower. And let's see if they shield this one. Yeah, they do end up shielding this one, and he goes for the second superpower, and this will probably not take them out actually. Wow, okay, yeah, I guess the attack drop is just too much. So Geo doesn't take them out here, and I'm actually a little bit nervous because this is going to be quite a lot of damage coming out of this Lapras. I believe it has 2 Surfs ready to go. They make a great switch there, which is very unfortunate, which forces Geo to really hope... Yeah, okay, he gets that Weather Ball. That's nice. So that is a good game. That one was very close. I was a little bit nervous on that one. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. A little bit of lag here, but that's all good, guys. I hope everyone is doing good today. That lag, yeah, that's just, maybe the opponent just quit there. Next opponent is FTHZ 3312. Yeah, there we go. Hope I got those numbers right. And hey, looks like Geo is going against an Articuno this time. But Geo's is definitely the cooler one because it is, of course, a shiny Articuno. Now, Weather Ball does pretty decent damage there to the Articuno. And I'm assuming the opponent will be going for Icy Winds here to try to get an attack drop. Yeah, so they definitely go for the Icy Wind there. And Geo is very comfortable just going for these Weather Balls, of course, because he has no real reason to be worrying about Articuno's damage. So he's just going to keep wailing on them, chipping them down. And as you guys can see, the HP disparity is pretty high already. Icy Wind comes through again. Now this is where it gets a little bit annoying because now the Weather Balls really are going to be doing almost no damage, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's okay. He's got to just take this here. Now they actually panic and switch out at the end. I think I would have just stayed all the way through because now it gives all the time in this world for Chesnaught to just wail on them with that Vine Whip. So that's looking excellent. And I believe Geo will shield here. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's got to conserve a little bit of HP on the Chesnaught, of course. And he manages to get to way above 100 energy, but he doesn't want to use any of his energy on this Swampert so that he can wail on whatever else this opponent might have. Shield advantage is to the opponent, but I think with all of this energy, it should be okay. Now he goes straight for the superpower versus this Articuno, and it should take them out. Yeah, they're not going to shield there. And unfortunately, it is a Togekiss, so Togekiss is going to be doing devastating damage to Geo's Chesnaught, but at least his defense was dropped so much that they couldn't really farm too much, which is great. Weather Ball comes through, they don't shield, which is pretty interesting. And of course, with the Ice type in the back, Geo feels very comfortable with this. I believe he should switch there. Oh, no, actually, the Charm takes him down. Wow. Yeah, Charm damage is crazy. But when they see that, they go ahead and quit, and that is a good game right there. Very nice. Next opponent is versus Henry Lloyd Smith. Now, let's go ahead and see what they are bringing versus Geo here. So this is a Gengar, which is excellent for the Politoed because of the Mud Shot damage. And also, it does actually outpace Gengar to Weather Ball. So that's very nice. And he's going to keep going at it. He's going to keep going at it. But they actually end up switching. But this is kind of rough. A lick? Is that a lick? Wow, that's a lick Muck. That's very interesting. Again, this is similar to the last time we saw Muck in this video. I've got to be careful with his Thunder Punches. And he actually does have Thunder Punch this time. But Icy Wind will be reducing that damage, which is great. And Politoed pretty much can take out Muck and Gengar. So, yeah, Geo's feeling very comfortable at this moment, I'm assuming. And yeah, that attack drop is huge. The Lick is very interesting. I mean, I didn't realize people ran Lick on Muck. I'm curious as to what kind of damage output that really has. I'll have to check it out later. But anyway, let's go ahead and see. So they do bring in that Gengar. And there are no reasons to be using shields at this moment. So this Shadow Ball is going to go ahead and take them out. And he brings in the Politoed with a Weather Ball right away. He probably doesn't want them to make any switches. He wants to do as much damage as he can to them here. Now he goes for the second Weather Ball and completely finishes him off. And it is a Swampert. So Chesnaught is going to have a field day with this thing. But Geo is putting on the pressure with the Weather Balls first. And he's actually staying in this thing. So I guess he's trying to style a little bit and finish them off without using the last Pokemon. Let's see if he manages to get this off. Swampert is going to hit pretty hard. Nice style points, not using that shield there. It is an Earthquake, so that is devastating, but the Chesnaught will come in and clean up. Now, Swampert does have a lot of energy, so he's got to be careful with that. Hydro Cannon would not have done enough damage, but then Geo goes for that final superpower to just finish off this match and essentially go 5-0, right? So congratulations to Geo. Happy birthday again. It was very fun watching your videos, learning about Articuno, because I don't have one in the Ultra League. I only have it in the Great League. But yeah, guys, if you guys like these kind of videos and want maybe for me to feature some of your videos, please go ahead and let me know. Send me some DMs and we can talk about it, and I'll give you guys a way to send me some of your submissions. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out this long. I will catch you guys on the next one. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell, and I will catch you later, okay? Sayonara!